Good morning from Iceland. Now if you arrive here on an international flight, you're going to land at an airport about 3 miles in that direction. And then 99.9% of people will head straight to Reykjavik, the capital, and that's about 30 miles in that direction. But today I'm going to hang around here and I'm going to explore the town that the airport's named after. Welcome to Keflavik. Now I've just landed myself this morning. I'm staying at the Hotel Berg, this building behind me, and time is a bit limited because, what's the time now? It's almost 11 AM. I'm not saying it'll be dark soon, but it is due to rain soon, so let's get as much of this done while we've still got some dry weather. Now down the hill, the first place we come to is a nice wee harbour. It is February, so half the boats are out the water and half the boats are still in the water. So that's me completed my first task already. When somewhere new, find the sea. And we have certainly found the sea. But look what else we've got. Big feet. And I wonder where these could be leading. And I'm not talking about my feet. So at the mouth of the harbour and just below my hotel, we've got a place that I think it's called the Giant in the Mountain. I'm very confused. So let's have a look. So that'll be the giant's seat just outside his cave. I wonder if he's at home. It's maybe a bit wet to be sitting on today, I'm afraid, but you get the idea. Spooky place. So there we've got the giant's t-shirt, that's about my size. And then we've got his bed and his shoes at the side of the bed. I wish our bed was that size. That's definitely a king, isn't it? Super king. Nice pillow. And just to give you an idea of scale, in fact, this will give us a better idea. It's his toothbrush. What do you think? Tell you what, his house is a bit damp. Oh no, we better be quiet. I think I've just spotted him sitting over here. Hope that's not the toilet. Well, there's his feet. Hello. That's a bit terrifying, isn't it? Sorry, pal. And over here we've got a little tree of pacifiers. I think that's what you do, that's the tradition. When your child doesn't need theirs anymore, you bring it here to the cave and the giant will add it to his collection. Ah, his table's looking a bit wonky, isn't it? Oh, and look at the door, he's got his own wee post box. And he even does his own recycling. What a legend. Oh no, how rude am I? The giant is actually a lady. And you can write to her, post a letter in the mailbox and she'll answer on our website. I'm really sorry about that, doll. I think it was your big feet. But thanks for letting me see your house. God, let's get out of here before I cause any more offence. What a view she's got though. Right over the harbour. And she's always watching. So I'm pretty sure we've started our day at the quirkiest place in town. I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying that. But what else can we uncover in Keflavik? Look, even out here you've got your Manchester United fans. So I think by the looks of things this is the end of town, it's just barren landscape beyond. So we'll head this way. Oh, I hope I haven't made a mistake coming here, you know, my one day in Iceland. Ah, it'll be fine. We'll find something, we always do. And if nothing else, we've found a sign. Now I think there is a rock museum somewhere close to here. There is of course the airport, the fishing. There's a nice church that we still have to find. And there's the giant. Now I just want to nip up this way because when I was walking here from the bus I saw some old wartime guns or something. Oh, this has seen better days, hasn't it? I don't think that sun's going to get much higher or brighter today. The defences of Keflavik, that's it. And we've also got an old mine. These are the kind of mines that in the UK, they're red and white. And they're a charity collection for Mariners Society, I think. Oh, and a harpoon. And it doesn't look like much, but is this something with a fence round it? There is a sign, so it must be the old Keflavik farm. It was a small cottage with poor merit. The advantage of the farm was first and foremost the nearness to rich fishing grounds with good landing for rowing boats and merchant ships. And I think that's all that's left of it. Hey, I like it here. It's something different, isn't it? And talking of different, look at the Icelandic scaffolding. Wooden style. Well, I don't know, they've got plants out. Maybe that's just the balcony. And I don't want to go in here because I think it's their garden, but nice old tractor, eh? And radiators. When a lot of people think about Iceland, the picture in their heads will be cute wooden houses, very Instagrammable. But you also see a lot of houses like these. And there's something I quite like about them. The practicality. And they're almost brutalist, aren't they? Just doing up my jacket because I'm starting to feel it a bit. It's hovering around 0 today, but with the wind chill, it feels a bit colder. I think this place is a guest house, 1x6. Yes, there we go. And who have we got over here? He's still looking a bit festive, isn't he? Got a little monument and art installation here. It's called the Gannet. The Gannet. Does this look like a gannet? Oh yeah, I can see it. But I'm more interested in this old fishing boat over here. It's run aground. Was that you? Ah, that's beautiful, isn't it? The Baldur. And over here in the rocks we've got a rusty old anchor and chain. An anchor that's been broken by an Icelandic storm, no doubt. Can we get a wee bit closer and touch it? Look at that old shackle. This anchor is from Brewerfoss, built in Denmark 1927. The company owned Brewerfoss for 30 years, being one of the company's most successful exchanges before and after. Whatever that means. There she is again, with those big feet. Ah, okay, that's a gallery. And there's also a museum back there, but I much prefer spending my time just wandering around the streets. I think that gives you a much more authentic experience, you know? We've got a wee shop here. This is the kind of place I'd come for my dinner. When in Iceland, eat hot dogs. That's the way to travel on a budget. But of course I've got a bit of a reputation as a cheapskate, haven't I? I'll be back later. Oh, it's so difficult knowing which way to go. We've got more monuments down there by the sea, and up this street we've got a lovely old church. What do we do? Still got time, I think, as long as that rain stays off. I think we'll keep walking along the coast just now, and we'll come back round the other way. Got a big anchor here. Can't find a plaque for this one, so I'm not 100% sure what it represents, but you get the idea. This one's called Looking Toward the Sea. And as I join these two, we're pretty much looking north, and Reykjavik will be just beyond the clouds on the horizon there. Not the best visibility today. Oh, and round the bay here I can just about make out the edge of a wee lighthouse. If we can make it that far before turning back, I'll be happy. I mean, it's not the most beautiful place I've ever seen, but it's real. And I love all these volcanic rocks along the coastline. Another headland, another monument, and this one is dedicated to the eider duck. Hey, I like that, and I'm sure the birds do as well. And around these parts, as well as the king eider, you've got oyster catchers, my favourite, turnstones, redshanks, and lesser black-backed gulls. Oh, so the taxi service here was quite famous. Founded by a group of Keflavik taxi drivers in 1948. We've made it to the lighthouse already. My perception of distance isn't as good as it should be. Oh no, I can't see that. The Vatten's Nest lighthouse. That's my best shot. And beyond it, the sun's just about holding out for us. Look at that big old black truck, it's beautiful. We just don't see anything that big back home. Black Thunder F350. The tyres on it as well. Imagine how much they'd cost. I can just imagine growling through Montrose High Street in that. The dolerite or grey basalt of the bedrock. The bedrock under Keflavik consists of dolerite, I wonder if I'm saying that right, that came from a lava flow 200,000 years ago. And it's just everywhere. I don't think we've got much more of this path, and I know some of you watching will be like, that was a mistake going there today, wasn't it? But I'm still glad I came. It's just very industrial. Oh no, the path continues. That's what we like to see. Just round here we've got the remains of an old harbour wall by the looks of things. And in fact just opposite we've got what must be the main harbour of Keflavik. But it's a quiet place in winter, not much happening here at all. I like how they paint the walls here. It makes the side of a dull industrial building look quite interesting, doesn't it? No idea what it's all about though. And this looks like a circle of old standing stones, doesn't it? Oh come on, you've got to see the face there. It's like Easter Island. Tell me though, and be honest, do you like this kind of content? Like I said, I just thought I'd do something a bit different today and show you somewhere that people don't normally go, somewhere that's not normally on YouTube. But of course there might be a reason for that, so use the comments section. Be kind. Oh, I need a wee sit down just to check my steps. What are we on? Almost 15,000, and it's not yet 1 PM. But no rest for the wicked. By hook or by crook, we've got to get to the other side of this town. And I think that means this way. There's a wee bed and breakfast across there. So people do come here, obviously a lot more in summer, but clearly it's never going to be as busy as up the road in Reykjavik. But I like a quiet place. Oh, that's fantastic, isn't it? It really captures a mood. And every harbour I come to gets bigger. Maybe this is Keflavik Harbour. Oh, look at the boats. Am I allowed in here? Let's check. I love the translation, strictly irrelevant female access. I'm not female or relevant, but this is as far as I go. I'm going to call it, folks. I think this is where I turn round. Down that way, it just seems to get more industrial estate looking, and that is pretty much the end of town. So if I turn around now and try and get something to eat, I'm getting a bit hungry. Oh no, I've spotted a baker's on my map. That's dangerous. Stay open, guys. I'm coming. Ah, it's open till 6. What was I worried about? Oh, it looks nice. So we've got all these sweet treats and then some lovely looking sandwiches. Now I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling very tired and very hungry, so it's nice to have this pit stop. And lunch is this delicious looking sandwich, and I just couldn't say no to that chocolate cake or the apple scene. Oh, that's so good. It's like it's got everything in it. I mean, that's just a proper sandwich, isn't it? It just looks so rich. I had to. It's everything I hoped it would be. Thank you. Oh, that was good. And just for reference, that's what it's called. Very popular with the locals. And that's always a good sign, isn't it? The only problem with having a nice lunch like that is that when you come back outside and it's starting to spit with rain and it's winter and it's cold, you don't have much motivation to keep filming. But it'd be nice to see a couple of things as we head back towards the hotel, but I think we'll be there pretty soon. I don't think I'm doing any museums today, but you can let me know in the comments below what I'm missing out on. That's the Rock and Roll Museum in there, by the way, but I don't tend to do many museums. They can be difficult to film. Oh, and it's closed anyway. So that's good, that made my decision. Well, what can I say? Rain was in the forecast, and that's it, arrived. But for once in my life, I'm actually organised. I've got a brolly. As I like to say, it could always be worse, couldn't it? It could have been like this all day. A quick detour at the supermarket, I think. Oh, it's wild now. This weather arrived really quickly, but that's typical, isn't it, of an island in the Atlantic Ocean, I guess. Oh, I do like these little pizzas. I'd get some noodles, but I haven't checked in yet, so I don't know if I've got a kettle in the room. Right, that'll keep me going for tonight. Let's see if this weather's any better. Not really. It's finger licking good, folks. I've just spotted something up here that's very British, and I think it's worth a detour. Look, a phone box on a roundabout, two of the most British things you'll see. And when you add some rain, it couldn't be more perfect, could it? Oof, what a beast. I'm liking these big chunky tyres. Oh look, this is like what we saw in Santa Cruz de Tenerife. The weather's a bit different. There was a battle between wind and rain, and the wind won, so the brolly's back in the bag. Look at that, you can see the construction of the houses here. So you've got the wood, then the corrugated metal, and then the harrowing on top, and it's not doing too well. Look at the name of this place, it's appropriate, isn't it? Oh, and would you look at that, we might have rubbish weather here, but suddenly you can see for miles. Let's go and see my pals again. Ah, there we go, a view. Oh no, I'm almost back at the hotel and I've just realised we didn't go to the church. It's up there. Ah, let's do it. We're only here once. Two for one. That's quite nice, isn't it? Especially with the trees next to it. You don't see many trees over here. Will it be open? Place your bets. There's your answer. And as you can see from the clock face on the church, it's almost 3 PM. Check-in time. Let's go. Hey, this is funny. Just as I'm walking back to the hotel, I thought, I'll check Wikipedia and see if there's anything I missed. And what does it say? Keflavik was founded by Scottish entrepreneurs and engineers in the 16th century and developed on account of its fishing industry. I'm closer to home than I thought. Oh, home sweet home. And I tell you, I need to lie down. Oh, this is very fancy. Now we're looking for room 202. In fact, that's it there. And just remember, they use the American system for floors. So the second floor is what we would call the first floor in the UK. And we're in. Right, now I've got my jacket off and dropped the bags, I can show you the room, and I like it. It's got that kind of Scandinavian design. Or is this Icelandic? I don't know. So there's the bed. Got these wee hanging lights which are swinging away there. I like them. And if we go over to the window, it's not much of a view, it's just the car park, but the window opens. That is always something I look for in a hotel. And then we've got a big TV. Is this a fridge? It is indeed, it's empty, but there's a fridge. An espresso machine, little pods. Never use them, but there we go, it's good to have it. And then we've got the bathroom, or should I say shower room. That's alright, isn't it? And if I just pick up the key, there's something I want to show you. There's an outdoor pool, and that water is steaming away, so it must be hot. Always bring your trunks, because you never know. I never thought 10 minutes ago that I'd be out in the roof topless. Oh, it's lovely. Okay, the temperature's floating around 0 degrees Celsius, but hear me out here. I would take a hot pool in a cold country over a cold pool in a hot country any day of the week. Take note, Tenerife. Oh, and it feels especially good in my feet. I haven't checked my steps today, by the way, but it'll be over 20,000. So from up here in the rooftop pool, we can see the wee marina, the small boat harbour. Then we can see the church over in the corner there. And if we go right round the coast, the lighthouse that we walked to, and then we walked about another 2 times as far as that to the other side of town. And that's why it's so nice to be relaxing in here now. Oh, and the final steps count, almost 24,000. And what's more, this pool's open till midnight. I could come out again when it's dark. Or I could go to the shop, buy a beer, and then come out again when it's dark. There's an idea. And the cool thing from here is I can see planes landing lights as they come into the airport. Well, it's starting to rain quite heavy out there now, so you'll forgive me for not doing this outro at the rooftop pool. I did keep my other side of the bargain though, a beer. 0% alcohol for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's all I could get at the supermarket. And number 2, I've got a 5:30 AM shuttle bus from here to the airport in the morning. Another early morning. What a thought. But thanks for joining me anyway for a look around the town that is more famous for its airport. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below and I will see you in the next one. Oops. Cheers. Aye, it's pure chucking it down out there.